So good day everybody from the guy in the corner. Today we're going to talk about our third step, which is the selection of the vehicle, the demonstration of the vehicle, and the road test. Now we've spoken in the beginning about the meet and greet, after that determining if there's a trade early, finding out what the customer was driving if there wasn't a trade, and if there wasn't a trade, well, you know, what their desires are for the new vehicle or the newer vehicle. Now, you're probably wondering, hey, whatever happened to qualification? Well, up to this point, believe me, I hope you've already gotten and listened to what your customer's been saying. You know, after the meet and greet, there's a pretty good chance that they've already told you what they want. After you've seen their vehicle or have talked about their previous vehicle, you've discovered their likes and dislikes. And from that point, with the modern buyer today, they pretty much know what they want anyways. So I don't really believe in qualification as to in the sense that we have to itemize everything and check everything and play detective and ask a whole bunch of questions to figure out, you know, what the heck's going on. Believe me, if you're opening up your ears and listening and observing, you're going to get a lot of information in the first 10-15 minutes. And of course, if you ask a few key questions, that's all going to work out too, and you're going to get that information. So what do we do now? Obviously, hopefully by this time we have selected a vehicle, and when you go to present the vehicle, this is because you already have the information of what their likes and dislikes are. Instead of going through the whole vehicle, explaining a whole lot of things that are completely irrelevant to your customer, point out the things that are going to be a benefit for them, what's going to affect their everyday life. Make that association. Now there's all kinds of techniques out there. They say to start from the front, the back, the side, whatever, as long as you're presenting the vehicle based on what your customer is telling you. This is what's the most important. The second thing is the road test. Now there's some philosophies out there. Should I do the road test by myself with the customer? Should I let them go by themselves? That's what I meant. I'm a firm believer that a road test, you should be accompanying your customer. And there's a lot of reasons for this. One is just for safety reasons. The customer has no clue how that vehicle is going to handle on the road. It's completely new with the new technologies. There's all kinds of freaky things that'll happen as they're driving the vehicle. Like on a day like today, I'm not seeing very well, but I have that lane technology, so it's telling me, you know, you moved over too many lines. So imagine your customer, they're in the vehicle and they're getting these weird sensations and these weird whistles and bells and chimes and warning signs. They might think something's wrong with the car. In my particular model, I have the push button, so not everybody has push button start. That could freak them out. Another thing I have in my model is that the engine turns off when we come to a stop. The customer might not think that's normal, and especially if you're driving hybrids or electric vehicles, that sort of thing. So the road test, very important. There's also I'll get back to that. There's also two schools of thoughts. Should I be showing the car first, driving the car first? I think what's really important is that before your customer touches the wheel, make sure that they understand all their functions, the mirrors, you know, all the things in the vehicle that could become a distraction. So probably, yeah, it is best to drive the car first, but you don't have to drive it for 10 hours, of course. Just, you know, a little 5-10 minutes. Go to a pre-designated site, a park, a school, in front of their house if possible. Make the switch and just tell them, listen, on the road test, I'm just here to answer your questions. So, you know, I'm going to remain silent. If you have any questions, shout and I'll answer them as we go along. But I just want you to concentrate on your road test and enjoy the drive. Once you get back to the dealership, what a great time to, you know, have a little trial close. Ask them what they thought of the road test, scale 1 to 10. You know, if this is their dream car, if we confirm this is the right one. There's all kinds of little subtle approaches. But just watch their body language, watch the reactions, and hopefully you are on the right vehicle and you've chosen the right vehicle. So basically, in a nutshell, that's all it is. It doesn't have to be any more complicated than that. Through your qualification, meaning the meet and greet and checking out the trade, you've established which vehicle you should be looking for. So go get that vehicle, show them the features, the benefits that are related to your customer, do the road test with your customer, and you know, just have a little closing question at the end, a little trial closing question rather, to see if that's the vehicle they would like to be taking delivery in the days to follow. Now there's one little side note that's really important. When you go on a road test, do take a copy of the driver's license, and the other thing that's like really important, let people know you're gone. It's amazing how many times I see people, salespeople, leave on a road test and not tell anybody. That's well, that's insanity. So tell your secretary or the your partners, your peers, your receptionist, hey, I'm going on a road test. And not only that, hopefully every garage has a predetermined route. That way, if something does go wrong, we know whereabouts you are. Now I know we all have cell phones and mobility phones and you can make that call, but just in case something happened or something tragic happened, well, we're gonna have an idea where to find you. So that's it for today. Enjoy your day. Once again, from the guy in the corner, and go and sell something. Bye now.